Hey everyone. So I just capped the Dark Kokuryu boss. It took me a few tries to actually find the mistake I made. It wasn't actually a mistake, it was just a weird behavior of Lightning's LB chain or chain LB. Because if you actually try to fill in some LBs, such as Lassgen or Locke, during the first chain it breaks. Don't ask me why. I have video proof. It happened every single time I did this. And after trying to figure it out why this happened, I just went to the training dummy, looked up what happens if I attack with all my DPS finishers when the chain is at 20, 25, and I found a sweet spot. If I press the LBs at 25, the chain suddenly doesn't break anymore. Don't ask me why that is. I have absolutely no clue. It just works. And that is how I capped this. So let's check out the team. Mastermind Xon, geared mainly for LB fill. I did this for an earlier strat where I actually had to use Mastermind Xon for his Mirage stacks. I don't need this anymore. And Mastermind Xon doesn't even real damage. I forgot to equip his ability. So you can build Mastermind Xon entirely for DPS if you're lacking DPS. Because mine isn't, as you can see. So yeah, all he does is pretty much spread buffs and DPS and chain. So I'd suggest gear him for pure DPS and you'll be good to go. He will just chip in some. Locke is fairly unique, and from all the videos I've seen, I'm the only one using Locke and especially Lightning. The combination of two, nobody else does it this way, and I'm kind of proud of this, so bear with me. So the reason why Locke is using a 200 greatsword, it has fire amp. This one, Power of the Sun. It's 10%, but it's something, and if I had another copy of Cloud's STMR, this would have been a little bit easier to pull off. I could have gone for 300 LB, 300 Dragon, and max stats, but I don't. And if I had, for example, Rain and Finas STMR, this might have been doable too, but skipping the Fire Amp, not quite sure which is better. But yeah, this is the gear. Gothic Amulet is Draco Laswell's STMR. He's the Halloween? No. I don't know. He was late. He came lately sometime. Dracula as well as the unit that has this on his STMR. These are the abilities. As you can see, he's using not Riku's, but thingies, vision card. Oh, I'm realizing I'm dumb. I could have used... No, I could have not used Mad Dash. It's on Lightning. Anyway, shift form. This one originally was meant to do all the damage and all the rage. In retrospect, I could have... Oh yeah, I'm dumb. I could have put Obliterating into the Brave Shift and gave him... Oh, I'm stupid. Anyway, I'm realizing my mistakes. So the correct way to do this. Let me show you how. There's two ways. You could either use throwing weapons and use the throwing weapons in parallel. Or you can do the better way, the easier way, and just go like this. And this way you have more LB damage. I'm at 180, for example. You could also drop something like True Hero. You could drop a Surradiance. So I'm doing this as we go, right? We are still at 52 much, so let's drop Gothic Amulet for another Riku's glove. There we go. And we are at 110 LB. How much Dragon Killer? So we need 75 more Dragon Killer and some LB. Let's do the Dragon Killer first. Dragon. Can we give him a Dragon Killer plus? Nope, we can't. And ideally, you're gonna give him LB damage up, which I don't have many left anymore. Shining Arts Fundamentals is this one. Yeah, we could use the Mightiest, but I'm gonna use this one. So you'd end up at 275 Dragon, 160 LB, and this would have kept even easier, I believe. So this is the correct way to build him in the base form. The shift form is then using the amplification. Where is this? Oh, it's LB damage. That's why I'm not finding it. Obliterating. The shift form really doesn't matter at all. So this is how you do it. You pick 2 weapons, or let's just give him True Hero and a Radiance, and this is fine. His Brave Shift doesn't deal much damage, it's more so for 130 imperiling, chipping in some damage, chaining. That's all there is to it. You don't need to worry about it. Alright, next up is Lightning. She is LB chaining with Xon, LB chain finishing. She's got some decent gear. She's got my 4th best gear, to be honest. So that is why she's lacking a bit, but still pretty good. She's got 200 Dragon, 180 LB. That's pretty much it. I could have fit more on her, but I didn't prioritize her over last gen Edgar or Terra. And the Brave Shift is purely for LB fill. So she's got 1200 LB fill, 400 LB fill rate. That is all we need for this one. The base form, as you can see, has a little bit less. It's still 700 though, so keep that in mind. Alright, next up, last gen base form, also LB fill at 1150. These are the abilities. And shift form has Longinus for the Imperil that Edgar does, and the rest is pretty much standard stuff. So he's got 300 Dragon, 300 LB, which is perfect, and 4.8k attack, which is outstanding. Oh yeah, these are the abilities, vision card, stuff. Okay, next up, Edgar. Base form, doesn't really matter. He's got Brumicos for the fire amp, nothing else really. He's using last gen's card for the 50 true double wield, and the shift form. This looks familiar probably to you. It is only accounted for dragon killers, and I've got Last Guardian this time around, so it's pretty cool. He's got 750 jump damage, I know this by heart, and 300 dragon killer. And lastly, we've got Terra. She has multiple roles here. Secret Craftsman's Book, Lion Emblem, Gusty Attack. Gusty Attack is super important. We're gonna need this to do the chain cap, so having the 100 chain score. So if you don't have Gusty Attack, it is a free materia of the Chocobo trial, if I'm not mistaken. Get it. And the Brave Shift, the usual. You've seen this more than enough. Okay, one very important notice here. You need 1 unit with Fenrir for the Mirage on turn 1, because neither Xon nor Lightning can Mirage on turn 1. Yes, you could use 10,000 needles. That is also fine. 10,000 needles on Locke is fine as well. But since we are using Terra, you have the upside of having Fenrir up anyway. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is for the team. In total, we have 4 sources of Mirage. 2 on Xon, he had 10,000 needles. We have Fenrir and we have Lightning, because Lightning's LB provides 2 stacks of Mirage. The same is coming from Mastermind Xon's LB, but we're never gonna use it. Right. So enjoy the capping turn. It is a super fun clear and super unique. So have fun. Okay, I think I finally figured out what went wrong with all my chains. Let's do this. So, let's have Locke summons Fenrir for the Mirage stack. I was just wondering. Lightning, ATB charge in shift. Last gen is going to Snowclad, so Flaming, Gleaming. Edgar, Dignified, Awkward, Bravo. Terra, Flame, Furnace Flames. Xon, Reflector, Element Self, Element Lassgen, Element Terra, Survival Edgar. Let's wait. Okay. Oh no, LB crystals on Terra is bad. That's really bad. So Edgar shifts and LBs. Locke Force Hunt. Last gen Father Son, complete Dragon Slayer. Xon is going to critical last gen Elemental Self, this is important, and Mirror. Let's wait for last gen. Okay. Terra is going to Rallying. Let's check if Lightning gets a crystal. She should though, let's shift her back already. Come on. Nope, not a single one. Lightning shifts and gives us 2 stacks of Mirage. Okay. Alright. So Edgar is going to Figaro jump. Locke is going to triple Phoenix Ray, Blazing. Let's do that first. Perfect. Terra LBs for the field. Last gen shifts and LBs. Lightning is going to Fatal Sweep. That's Absolute Mirror of Equity. And Xon is going to Absolute Mirror of Equity 3 times, so we can cap with last gen. There we go. 78, perfect. There we go. Oh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. Because we need to LB with Lightning, so let's hope we get 1 crystal, please. Okay, we did, perfect. Last gen triple Azure Flaming, Lightning LB. Locke, just going to triple Blazing. Yeah, let's do this. And on the next turn we are going to do the chain mission. Yeah, with Terra we would have had it, but it's fine. Alright. So let's repeat, but Terra this time around is using Gusty Attack, which is Stardust Ray. Lightning, triple Fatal Sweep. Last gen, Gleaming. And let's go, hope that this does not fail. Drop him. Okay, more than 100, I am already satisfied. 113, perfect. Okay, so the boss is broken. Edgar needs just 1 little LB fill. Let's give this to him. So he's ready for the next turn. Let's fill MP on Xon. Xon needs to refresh all his buffs now. Elemental, survival, and critical on himself. As you can see, everything just lasts one more turn. So let's refresh. Lightning can just guard. We'll need her next turn. Let's fill the MP gauge of Xon and Locke, and we're good to go. Alright, this turn, Edgar LBs, Lightning LBs. Let's do them separately. Okay, these two can just guard. Terra is going to rallying for Lightning. Not Lassgen, but Xon is going to refresh once more. Critical, survival, elemental on self. Alright. Lightning is going to shift and use ATB charge. Lassgen is using Father Son, wrong order, Father Son, flaming, complete. Edgar jumps. Terra limits. Locke chills out. And Xon refreshes once more on himself. Looking stellar. Lassgen has his LB almost filled. It should, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so Terra shifts. And she gets ready. Transburst, power release fire twice. Lightning shifts back. Uses electric blitz for the 120 in peril. Lassgen is ready. He can just guard. Locke is going to use Phoenix Ray for the 130 in peril. And Xon is just going to share. There we go. And let's hope we can cap. Terra LB, Lassgen shift and LB. Oh, 7.5 minutes, that was fast. Lightning LB, Locke shifts back on LBs, and Xon triple absolute mirror of equity. We are starting off with Terra, follow up the rest of the guys. So let's go. 2, 1. Let's wait. Yeah, this should have been it. Finally, I didn't mess up all the things. Yeah, finally we're done. Okay, easy. All it took was for this last chain to not fail. Holy smokes, this took me 4 hours until I understood what went wrong. Wow. But we're done. Finally, I can rest now. Okay. So, at the end of this, I want to mention 2 things. One, and the 2 things they kind of linked together. One, the German community. I gotta say, I know some of you guys are watching. Stop spreading false information. These guys, just for all the ones not in the know, the German community, when first they arrived and they saw that the damage cap was, when the damage was uncapped all of a sudden, they went on a haywire, literal haywire, and told, oh, we cannot cap Dark Visions anymore. It's 9.99 billion, blah, 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 blah. Well, the same happened on the JP server. The JP server was able to cap this boss. Why in the name of the Lord would it have been different for the global server? There is absolutely no reason to believe this. But the German community still fear-mongered everyone around them. It's so stupid. Stop doing this. If you don't know for sure, just don't say anything. Is it this hard? It's the same reason why I never interacted with the German community in World of Warcraft back in the day. It's the same thing, literally. German communities are always the very worst I've seen in my entire life. Stop spreading misinformation if you don't know 100% that something is actually the case. Stop doing this. You're not doing anyone a favor. But yeah, that was number 1. And number 2, This was actually the last Dark Vision that is capable, because the number 14 on the JP server, which is our number 12, which is the March Dark Visions, it had the actual uncapped score for the last 3 bosses. For me personally, if this stays this way, again, this is hypothetical, if the cap is not at 2.14 billion anymore, I will stop caring about Dark Visions for roughly 3 months. So March, April, June. And the reason is, once Angela and Hawkeye arrive on the global server, and Zidane for that matter, we will start again being able to cap. Now, depending on the releasing schedule of the 3 aforementioned units, to reiterate, Angela, Hawkeye, Zidane, we might be able to cap in May again, unless Gumi stealth buffs all the bosses once more. It really depends, right? But as soon as you see Hawkeye, Zidane, and Angela drop, you know Dark Visions is capable again. Until then, if they remove the 2.14 billion cap, yeah, it's not gonna happen. It will be actual whales that cap, because they have the highest score with the best gear, etc. Yeah, so we're all out of luck unless you spend thousands of euros or dollars every month. But I'm happy. It's rank 1, probably the last time for at least 1 or 2 months. I'm still gonna try my best. At the end of March, I don't have any exams anymore from March 16th onward. So I will have a lot of time at hand to maximize my score, and I'll share my best runs with you, of course. So yeah. I hope this was helpful. I've seen a lot of clears on Kokuryu with, say, units such as Infernal Fire Rain or Fang, the Fang that just got upgraded a little bit. And this is another fairly unique clear, as you can see. I haven't seen anyone else using Lightning, for example, or Locke for that matter. So again, this is a fairly unique clear, but as you've seen, I'm using 2 EX3 units, I'm using a strong Lightning, I'm using a super strong last gen. This isn't really meant to be clearable for people that don't have this specific set of gear. But if you do, or if you have even better gear than me, this is the easiest way to do this. It is super consistent, and yeah, that is pretty much all there is. So thank you all for watching. Best of luck to your Kokuryu clear. And we'll see each other hopefully soon for my Behemoth clear with Lightning. That one still is up for grabs, but I'm probably gonna do this on the weekend. I need to actually study for my exam in 2 weeks. Alright, thank you all for watching. Bye bye.